This segment is sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. You can, well, they can call us here.
Yeah.
We're going to open the phone lines.
We're going to open them up.
But, you wanted to open up and tell what?
Well, Saturday, we were talking, we're going down, I'm taking my kids, and we're going to be
all
taking
23 of them. So.
all 2 of mine. I think we're going to have about 23 kids with us, so that's what it sounds like. Keeps adding up.
Yeah.
But we were talking in a break a while ago just about, every year it seems like they do more and more for the kids at these shows,
right?
Which is vital. I mean, we got to have these kids involved. So I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what they have going on for the kids this year down there.
Okay, well, there's several things. Number one, any child under 12 years old gets in for free, so that's something that the folks need to understand if you're thinking about coming. Part of the casting classes that we're doing is part of that initiative. We're right across the aisle from the trout fishing thing, where the kids get to fish for free if they want to go in there and fish for free. And I was sitting there watching that today, and I just couldn't keep from smiling because these kids was going, you could tell it was the first fish they'd ever caught in their life, a lot of them. And the funny thing was a lot of their parents were more excited than they were.
Oh, heck yeah.
But anyway,
there's
that, and then there's next to where our booth is, there's another booth where C&O Marina sponsoring they got a bunch of wooden bases that are shaped like boats, and then they got all the different parts that go on them, and the kids can glue them on there and make their own boat and even paint them, and they can keep the boat and everything else, so that's all free. And then there's a gentleman coming, a Bass Pro coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and he's going to be doing some little things with the kids as far as how to tie knots and how this and how that and so on and so forth. But all of that is going to be in that one little vicinity. If you go back to the back there in the back corner where our booth is, it's all going to be right in that one little area. And that's a lot of the reason why we're doing the casting show. Yeah. And it's for adults too, obviously, but I mean, the kids are a big part of why we're doing that. So
that's fantastic.
Are you going to get in that class?
Yeah, I might need to get in that casting class. I won that thing as a child. I got
off a day of work for saying my arm was in a cast, so they let me off that day.
I one time as a child, I actually did win that when I was at the
casting class.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I thought it was.
Wait a minute, you bragged on that before. You did that once.
I did do that once. No, I ain't never. You didn't know such a thing. We got a couple callers here.
Oh, who got?
Danny.
Danny, how can we help you?
Yes, I was calling my grandson. He's 18 years old. I didn't know if he had to take a state hunting class to get his license.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Anybody born after January 1, 1969.
Okay. Are they giving classes now or what?
Yes, there are scheduling classes right now. The best thing I can do is tell you to go to tnwildlife.org. tnwildlife.org. They are already setting up classes. Just look on there and find out where's the next closest class to you, and then register, because let me tell you something, at the end of every deer season, those classes go really fast.
They fill up quick.
They fill up quick.
Okay, does it cost anything to do that?
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh.
No, it's free. It's a free class, but it is mandatory in the state of Tennessee.
All right, I appreciate it, sir.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got next.
Who do we have on two?
Who do we have on two? Andrea, how can we help you?
Hey, I've got a question. I was wondering what you guys thought about sonar technology coming up with the 360 view.
Yep.
How that's going to be changing catching fish.
Okay.
It's changing.
I actually have 360 imaging on my boat.
You might have.
And it is a very good thing. The biggest difference is it goes in all the way around, obviously. That's why they call it 360. But the big advantage to it, instead of side imaging or down imaging, with side imaging, when you go past something, it shoots out to the side, and you can see it. And if you got it set correctly, and you play around with it, you can actually see fish around cover and everything else. The problem with it is, by the time you see it, you're already past it. So you got to turn back around if you want to fish it right then in order to fish it. The other problem with that is, if you're not in water at least 10 feet deep, lots of times you'll spook the fish. The big advantage to the 360 imaging is you can set it to shoot all the way around you or just in front of you, however you want to do it. But the point is, it'll show you things that's coming up before you get to them, and you can see them. I can take my 360 imaging, and I usually keep it on about 60 feet all the way around me, and I can see a big stump or whatever it might happen to be down in the water, and I can see if there's fish around it as much as 20 yards before I get there. The big advantage to that is I'm usually on the trolling motor, because you got to go less than 5 miles an hour or this won't read right. So you're already on the trolling motor, but when I see it in advance, I haven't gone past anything, I haven't spooked any fish, and I can literally, 90% of the time, I'm getting to the point where I can make my first or second cast and just about throw it right on top of that fish. Whereas with side imaging, by the time you see it, you're already past it, and you got to turn around and go back around. So yes, it is a big advantage for finding fish and seeing them before, while you still have time to fish for them without having to come back later.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I appreciate it.
And you're
Thank you,
quite
Andrea.
welcome.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. And we got, who else we got? Tony? Tony, how can we help you tonight?
Well, the only complaint I got tonight is because going to these lakes, it's constant trash piling around on the sides of it.
Right.
And there's not enough tickets being enforced. This clubs is just as bad as the rest of them, and there's nothing being done about it. There's not enough tickets being wrote for this stuff.
No, there's not.
There's not enough cleanup. And they got the people to clean it up because they're getting paid to do nothing, right around trucks that we're paying.
Well, and better yet, here's an idea that we thought.
I work for the government, and I know what I've done, and I know they're there, and they can get it cleaned up.
Here's another thought too, is we thought about like whatever county that lake's in, their Department of Corrections might like to go out there and
Well, I don't care who gets out there and gets
pick
it
up some of
cleaned
that
up.
trash.
There ought to be some fines out there, people throwing stuff in
You're
there.
exactly right. They shouldn't be out there in the first place.
Yeah.
And they
It
need
is
to be
sad.
patrolled more better, especially on Normandy and Tim's Ford. Because I've seen enough trash up there, and it's contaminating the water and the fish. And these bass clubs, they out there riding around big, spending a lot of money. They can do something too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
something
sir.
everybody needs to get involved in, to be honest. I mean, it is.
Well, the great thing, the Army Corps of Engineers, and I got to give them kudos for this. They do have what they call Earth
I
Day.
ain't complaining about them. I'm talking about other people.
No. What I'm saying is they have a program called Earth Day.
Yeah.
And the Corps of Engineers picks one Saturday out of the year,
Yep.
and they actually send crews out to clean up around.
One Saturday is enough.
No, I realize that, but at least they're doing something. You know, that's a lot more than a lot of them are out there doing. And
And the stuff that's getting thrown in out there, you're eating it too. So.
yeah, you're exactly right. I think you're right. We need to stiffer fines and
Just like over at Normandy, you can go around up there, there's enough trash washed up around that Blaine Lake. You can start your own sewage dump.
oh yeah. Well, I tell you what, keep up the good work and keep letting us know. And
I mean, I
that's
clean up
what we
my
need to do.
trash, and I know them boys over there do the best they can do, but shoot, them people over there need to start paying for the damage they're doing.
You're exactly right.
I
You're
agree.
exactly right. Well, we appreciate you calling.
All right.
Thank you, sir. And we got Jason. Jason, how can we help you?
Yeah, buddy, I didn't call to complain. I just wondered how the ice is looking down there. Y'all got hard water?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
I think we went across Lagardo a while ago. It's a you need to bring some Pepsi or some Coke, because the ice is there.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I'm
could
a
escape.
hard water man from way back. I live in Bowling Green now.
Oh yeah, that's but yeah, it's. I saw one trail coming out of Lagardo, and I know that had to be a duck hunter because it's about as wide as a aluminum boat,
flat bottom.
a flat bottom, and that's about it. So,
Getting ready to make history. I'm going on No Land tomorrow. Y'all look for it.
oh my goodness, I tell you. Well, buddy, we sure wish you the best.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good
Thank you
luck.
for calling.
All right, and we got Les. Les, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing
There you
great.
go.
All right, I tell you what, I miss Jimmy Hope. Y'all remember that fella?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure do.
I used to hang out with him in Inglewood.
Oh yeah,
He's-
Jimmy's something else now. And by the way, please everybody keep Jimmy Holt in
Yeah.
your thoughts and prayers too. He's had a relapse, and we wish Jimmy all the best. I mean, my goodness, if you hadn't heard of Jimmy Holt in the state of Tennessee, something's wrong with you.
Something is wrong with you, baby.
Something's wrong with you. So let's keep him in our thoughts and prayers, and hope he gets feeling better real soon.
Let's do it, all right? And is there anything going on at Old Hickory?
A lot of ice
I was gonna
breaking.
say I haven't heard much in the last week or so
No,
because
I
of
had,
the weather.
now the crappie were turned on.
Right before that,
Right
yeah.
before the ice came, the crappie were turning on. And we did see a good picture of a
Yeah.
crappie that was caught off of Percy Priest this
Yeah,
week.
that's correct.
So the crappie is where everybody's kind of looking at right
Yeah.
now, but because the water's just ice cold. And so I don't think much is moving except for duck hunters. That's about all I know right now on Old Hickory. But evidently Chickamauga's doing pretty good because
They're doing
Stacy
all right on
Nunley's catching them. But we hope that helps you out. Thank you, and I'll tell you what, great calls. We appreciate those calls tonight. But I got to go over a list, y'all. I got a list of 91, and I don't know if I'll get to all 91 vendors that's going to be there. But just to give you some names of the folks that's going to show up there, the Lumidoc Marine Structures, those folks build those docks.
Yes, sir.
For all the house docks and stuff. Then you got our friends at America's Motorsports. They're there. Anderson Marine. If you're interested in skeeters, he's going to be there. Aqua Sport Marine out of Lebanon's going to be there. They do the wake boats and all that. Arnold Marine Canvas and Upholstery out there at Sligo, they're going to be there. So if you want to redo that pontoon boat, you can have it redone. Artistic Teak Traders, I'm not sure who that is. Boat Doctors, I know who that is. That's the guys that'll
Yeah.
fix you right up.
Yeah.
They are what the name says right there. Then you got Brian Carper's Guide Service, and everybody should know Brian.
Yeah.
If he's not fishing, he's EMTing. So,
That's right.
So he's a good guy. Then you got Bumpsta Protection. I'm not sure what that is. Burnett Real Estate. We got C&O Marine, Craig Odom. He's going to be there out of White Bluff, Tennessee. And he told me, he said, Hugh, I'm bringing them in by the loads.
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of boats there and a bunch of tackle, too, by the way, doesn't he, Tighe?
That's exactly right. And them, I know a lot of those folks personally, and trust me, they'll treat you right.
Yeah, that's right. Craig's a great guy, and we appreciate him. Caesar Enterprise, Calico Jacks, my good friend over at Calico Jacks, Caravel Boat Group, Cartronics, Castaway Customs, Castle Motorsports, or Castle Power Sports, I'm sorry, Cedar Creek Marina, and we got to hurry up.
I'm going to have to cut you off.
Are
We
you
got to
cutting
go
me
and
off?
do our tip of the week.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, we got to do our tip of the week.
This week's tip of the week's being brought to you by Davidson Farmers Co-op. Get down there and see Miss Laura and all the other fine folks down there. They have a lot going on, and you can find them just right there on Dickerson Road, right off of Bradley Parkway.
Your great tip of the week is this week. Keep those trail cameras out there, because any picture you see of a buck now, that's what you got to look forward to for the next season. So that's how a lot of guys like you, Brandon,
That's right.
and Jack at Infamous Jack, that's how y'all keep up with what's out there.
It's just as important to know what's going on right now as it was.
Yeah, I think it's more important to see
Yes.
what made it through
Yeah.
than it is
Kind of see what they're doing, because there's a lot to be learned right now.
right now.
It
So learn all that you can. keep those trail cameras out there. Now you can legally put corn and stuff out there. So do that. If you want to confine them to a smaller space, it's okay. Just remember, we got turkey season coming up not too long. And that corn has to be out 14 days prior to opening day of turkey season. So do the very best. But your tip is check what made it through the season. And I think you're going to be tickled about next season.
That's right.
So we hope that helps you out. Hey, we got to take another break.
Be right back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.
Start your tournament season off by fishing Team Nashville's Frostbite Big Bass Open, February 24th at Faith Times Marina. This year, our weigh-in sessions will give 24 lucky anglers a chance to win, guaranteed payouts for big and small bass, and a chance to win a mystery prize. We welcome high schoolers, old schoolers, gals, and guys to experience a fun day of fishing. Early entry per angler is only $65. Pay now at tnbassmasters.com.